We are here, Bangin Beers podcast. We are rolling this year, boys. We're shooting every week. It's like the old school days. We got a bigger team. All right, we have another member of the team that's going to be you're going to see here a lot. I'll let him introduce himself in a moment. But we have talked about your business a lot in this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead, give you a quick introduction. Let everyone know about you.
Well, it was my second stop on the show.
You were on Bangin Beers with Blackwells.
Yeah, it was entirely. It was a little tough to get a word in, but everybody nice guys. But I managed the keg stand up in Monty City. The guys at the show here stop in a lot, pick up a lot of different beers from me, and I try to get whatever. Anytime they're looking for something, try to track it down for them and appreciate their business and their cross promotion.
Yeah, man, they do a great job getting us beers, and everyone that works there is super cool. And so we love it. It's a great place in Monty City. So if you're ever looking for beer, and they are open pretty much every day of the year. If it's
not pretty much every single. Our hours never change.
Well, it says like 365, like right on the sign.
Yeah. So if it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve we ran down there, grabbed some beers. Yeah. It's always open. So if you're ever like last minute, man, I need some beers for a party, or I need to get some beers, and it's a holiday, and you don't even have to ask if they're open. They're going to be open. Go grab some beers.
I will have the same customers come in every single holiday, like 2 days before Easter. Are you guys going to be open? We're open every single day of the year. Really?
Yep.
I told you this is Christmas, yes. Yes.
So that's always good to know if you're always trying to get your beer fix, especially if you're going to maybe like driving to someone's house and you're like, man, I got to grab some crafties for the night.
Anything. Domestic,
be quick,
yeah. And like I said, it's great. Variety packs are there, so if you're brand new to the craft scene, you can get like a nice variety pack. They do gifts, like they're great gifts, especially the craft beer scene. If you want to grab like a mix of different I know there's a cider mix there now. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of different stuff. So stop in, grab some stuff, tell them we sent you. Tell them we heard it from Bangin Beers.
Absolutely.
All right, so we got our first. We have a lot of cool beers here tonight. It's kind of like a late Christmas. It's like Christmas in July or January. We got a Spruce Tips beer from DuClaw. We have a chocolate cherry Bon Imperial Stout. I hope the chocolate cherry. I want it to taste like chocolate cherry. I do. I'm rooting for it. But every time I see chocolate Imperial Stout, it's coffee. But hopefully. And this is nothing on the breweries. It's just my taste. My taste buds are broken. And then our reigning, defending favorite new champion, New Trail. We got a Snow Angel, and then we have
Smutty
Nose, which that's a great name. I like that. Gingerbread Fizz, our Cranberry Ginger Fizz.
That sounds good.
And then
we got EQ Vitamin C collab of a triple IPA.
Vitamin C collab.
Mm-hmm.
So that we're getting vitamin C.
Yeah,
so this is good for us.
We're getting our nutrients on the show.
Whatever you want to think.
Podcast now.
So Equilibrium does good beer, and this is a triple IPA. So.
Yeah, they really kill it with triples. I was eyeing that up.
Awesome. All right, so we got our first one in. Before we start, your Untapped name. You have Untapped?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if we have to probably put you in the group.
I don't think I'm in the group, but I got a couple of you guys on Tapped.
I got to put you in the group, man.
I don't even know my name.
I don't know my name.
I don't.
I'll try to find it here.
I think it's Bretsko. BRETTSKO.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Did you see the thing on a tap where it comes up with the what is that called, like the QR code, that like square that you like scan?
Yeah, it's QR code.
Yeah, you see that like on Tap, you can like hit a button that comes up. And then if you want to be friends with me, you just scan that, and it automatically adds you.
That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's really rad.
Brett B, right? And it's
he's in the group.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
With the Ron Swanson profile pic.
Okay. Perfect.
Ron Swanson.
Now I got you.
Ron Swanson is the greatest man of.
He's my spirit animal.
He's the greatest man of all time. Son, I want all the bacon and eggs you have. And the guy walked. No.
Wait.
Before you
I'm worried
leave.
what you heard was, give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was, give me all the bacon and eggs you have. You got it?
It's a lot of the huge debate is what's better, The Office and Parks and Rec, and I say I can't choose. They're both amazing shows.
They're different animals.
They are, but they're still amazing shows.
The Office is more grounded in reality, where if you've ever worked an office job where you're included on every CC email, you kind of can feel the pain of them on there at times.
Yes.
Whereas Parks and Rec is like a cartoon.
Yeah.
it's like two guys took the same idea and ran in different directions, but they're both awesome.
Yeah, I love them both. They're both great shows.
I don't think I've
Corey.
ever seen an episode of either one.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah.
All right,
well,
so
you know how it is.
what-
I've been dipping my toes in the office. I'm like,
It's so good.
it's starting to grow on
we're
me.
going to an office convention this year, the first ever
know.
office convention in Scranton, like a 3-day convention.
That's amazing.
Like, so excited. There's going to be a Dundies Award, office trivia. Some like people from the show are going to be there, but I don't think anyone like big, like just like small people.
If you go to Cooper's, like seafood, which I heard is on the show, my wife knows about this stuff.
yeah,
But
there's some places they did shoot in Scranton, but they didn't do it very often.
It's like I guess they mentioned like Cooper's Seafood on there, which is a really cool place.
Yep.
And they have like a lot of really, really good beer there, actually.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I remember going there. They won some sort of award, like locally, for best craft beer or something like that. But Untapped on there, if you check in, they have their own badges.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so check it out.
That is really good. I like that a lot. So this is called Spruce Willis, and it says "Yippee-ki-yay, mother!" stars out exclamation points. It is aled with spruce tips, double IPA, by DuClaw. I actually have a DuClaw sticker on the table. I got at the Renaissance Fair. I have the Sweet BJ sticker.
Sweet baby Jesus.
The
Yeah,
red
sweet BJ sticker.
That's not exactly what came to mind when you said that.
Me neither. That's why I grabbed the sticker.
Did you ever have the Sweet Baby Jesus with the coffee?
No.
Yeah.
The-
Oh, yeah, I forgot you hate coffee.
Yeah, he hates coffee. Remember that.
Yeah.
For every time Tony says he hates coffee, you take a drink. It's like the hidden
I
drinking
gotta
game
drive
on
home,
its own.
dude. Come on.
Yeah, it would. I have tried. Actually, there's two different Spruce Willis. There's
Yeah.
the double is the Yippee-ki-yay motherfucker.
Yeah, look for the extended
Whoa.
word.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, you should have read it. It was a double. We could do a single, double, and then a triple.
Yeah, could have knocked it out. What do we think of this?
Like a straight.
I think it's a tasty IPA. I'm not picking up a ton of spruce notes, though. Just a hint.
yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't really hit you with the spruce. I was really like excited to feel
Likewise.
taste like that spruce and be like, yeah.
Biting into a pine tree. Exactly.
Yeah.
I've only ever had one other beer that had spruce in it. Well, actually, no. Like, what's that one that Woolrich one that they make?
Oh, that's Dogfish Head's Pennsylvania Tuxedo.
Is that
All right.
spruce or no?
That is no, wait. It is. Yeah, I think it is Pennsylvania.
If that's
That sounds
spruce,
right, yeah.
that's really, really, really sprucey.
yeah.
that's like biting into a pine cone.
Yeah,
that's
it's
I
like
that.
a different. It's very good, but it's definitely a different type of taste. But that Ballast Point, they did the Sculpin with the spruce tips, which was really good.
Has anyone ever been to DuClaw?
No.
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 There's I think there's a few breweries around, like, because it's in the Maryland area.
Okay.
So like, there's DuClaw and then there's Edgar Allan Poe Brewery.
Yes.
And they actually have like really cool bottles, like cool like
The Raven
drawings
and,
of
and cartoons of him.
Edgar
Yeah.
Allan Poe and shit. It's
They
pretty cool.
DuClaw and Edgar Allan Poe actually come with. They were there twice. I have a blast going every year when you go to the Renaissance Fair brew, like the brew fest they do at the Renaissance Fair. It's so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Top 5 I've ever been drunk in my life that day. I was fucking smoked.
I'm pretty sure like DuClaw's like claim to fame is the sweet
Yeah.
baby Jesus, which is what, peanut butter porter.
I
Chocolate
could be
peanut
wrong,
butter
but
porter?
I think they changed it to Sweet Baby Java because some people were getting
No.
upset because it was called Jesus.
I think
No,
that's
two
a separate
two different
beer.
beers. Yeah, two
okay.
separate beers.
That's
yeah.
what it was then. Because
Sweet Baby Java is the Sweet Baby Jesus with coffee. Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, fuck you, we're keeping the Jesus.
But like the biggest thing that DuClaw did was that unicorn farts.
oh yeah,
That was the beer that had the edible glitter in it.
Yeah.
And I had it.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, for a sour, that was very, very good. It was an excellent sour. But that edible glitter in it was bananas, man. I mean, like you could easily see the glitter in it. And I mean, everyone I showed that to when I was drinking it, they were blown away by it. It's such a like gimmicky market thing, but it worked. And I mean, I guess those beers were selling like on eBay for like outrageous amounts of money too. They're supposed to be running it again this year, but it was an excellent sour. Very good.
So what are we ranking this one here?
I'm giving it a 3.25.
Okay.
I'm really like a spruce guy, and I just want that spruce to come out, and it's just like
Not as much as you thought it was going to be.
Right.
I think
Still
the
a decent
spruce,
beer.
the first spruce beer I ever had is when I was very early in the craft game. It's when you guys were talking about the Benjamin Franklin one.
From Yards, Port
From
Richards.
Yards, yeah.
That was a really good one.
Yeah, I think that was like my first set of beers I ever bought. I went to Wise, and I was like, all these beers have the presidents and Ben Frank, like all these Philadelphia, like the Declaration of Independence guys, and I got them all. And I think at the time I was like, oh, I tried it too because I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan.
Okay.
And in Assassin's Creed 3, you actually went around and collected the beer recipes. Like, I guess they actually legit had their own beers. Like, I don't know how true it is, but
Well, supposedly the Yards recipe is from Ben Franklin specifically.
yeah. I guess Ben Franklin had it, one he made. I guess Thomas Jefferson had a beer. Like, yeah, Sam Adams, obviously.
Yeah. Well,
They're all original recipes, right?
yep.
Yeah. So that was the first sprucey beer I ever had. Was that one? But it's been so long I couldn't even tell you.
they did at 0 Day. It was like years back. They actually threw a Douglas fir right into the ferment or whatever.
The whole tree?
Literally the whole tree. And then all you see like is pictures of it. It's like, whoop, we're done. And they pull out the whole tree and it's like all mangled and fucking melted and like wilted and all. I don't know, wet and all.
That's great.
But man, was that
What if
ever,
it didn't come out wet? Would you be fucking mind blown?
Maybe.
Just came out pristine the way it went in.
It comes out exactly the same.
Or it just grew in there. Just like
It's bigger.
bigger. And not only that, I'd be like, we're keeping the fucking tree in there. It's like this like life-giving beer tree or something like that. It gives, every beer
if one of us die, can we agree now on the show that we're gonna put your ashes in a beer?
Why am I gonna die?
I said any of us. I was just looking at you. I said any of us. Can we?
You're just like, and all of you are
That
like,
would be interesting.
Well, I don't want to be cremated, but you can put me in there.
It's like a piece of your like pinky or something.
No, me.
Just the
Me.
whole
The whole me.
like the tree. Just
We could snort you like cocaine.
you know, it's kind of like that one picture. It's like Custer's Last Stand, and you see like all the Native Americans around him, and it's just like that first person view. They're just like looking, they're ready to fucking mangle them. I'm like, that's what you guys did. You're like, why am I gonna die already? Like, what the fuck?
So this is actually these are the first two DuClaws I had that were not Sweet Baby Jesus. Because when I had Sweet Baby Jesus, I was like, man, it tastes like coffee, and that was like the only thing that's readily available, and that people search out in this area. So this is my first two beers by DuClaw that I had that were not.
I actually like Sweet Baby Jesus a lot. The coffee one was not as good as the Sweet Baby Jesus, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, that glitter beer was
Now,
really good. Yeah, for sour.
Did Springhouse make a chocolate peanut butter beer?
Yes.
Sorry,
Big
so
Gruesome?
That's Big Gruesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds
So
like,
I remember having the Sweet Baby Jesus at the Ren Fair Brewfest, and then Springhouse was at the Brewfest in Frackville here the one year, and they had on tap the Big Gruesome, and they're like, if you like if you like Sweet Baby Jesus, try Big Gruesome. I thought Big Gruesome was better.
Sweet Baby Jesus is a porter. Big Gruesome's a stout.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was
You
better.
kind of like the stout.
I think I have to retry it. I have to go back and try it
And
again.
like I told you, they do one called Little Gruesome. That's a peanut butter and jelly, chocolate peanut butter and jelly beer.
Yeah.
And I
But
always,
that one doesn't come up much.
No?
And I think it's only like a keg thing, or you got to go there. And I've had it. It's decent.
All right, boys.
I always wanted to mention another Springhouse that I kind of liked. It was like a dark horse of their stouts. Satan's Bake Sale.
Yeah.
Satan's Bake Sale, that had like a little bit of peppermint with like, it was more like chocolate notes you really could taste. And the peppermint really was one of those things. It's just like, oh, that was a really decent, stout.
It smells like chocolate. I don't get a hint of coffee smell at all.
It looks like motor oil.
That's right up my alley.
It
It's
doesn't-
like a
it doesn't-
1030 weight.
It doesn't pour very thick. It's dark color, but it doesn't pour thick.
Oh, great nose on it.
You remember when we had...
It doesn't smell like coffee.
Nope, not at all.
Do you remember when we had
Does it say
that Ghost
coffee?
in the Machine?
No.
We had that Ghost in the
He just
Machine
used
can, Tony?
Which one?
The Ghost in the Machine by Parish Brewing Company. They made a chocolate cherry bonbon stout. I was really curious to try that from Louisiana, but
What's that one? Pastry.
this is
Patriarchy.
Chocolate Cherry Bon Imperial Stout,
Yeah,
edition number 9, limited release, 8.5.
Ooh, they did a pecan pie one?
Yeah, I didn't realize this, but this is one in a series. There's a pecan pie and a couple other different ones.
Chocolate cherry bonbon.
That's the one.
All right. 8.5. 31 IBU. DuClaw out of Maryland. Russian Imperial.
До свидания.
Oh, that smelled pretty rad.
It smells great. It does. It smells really good. God, please.
You know what it reminds me
God, please.
the Shock Top chocolate. The smell a little bit.
I was always disappointed in Shock Top. Like, everything sounded so good.
I'm telling you.
The pretzel sounded so good. You taste it, it's just like, oh, it's just a tiny little hint.
I actually I hate Shock Top. I hate it, but that pretzel beer, honestly, for
really
me,
good. The salted pretzel?
that was a 5 for me.
Really?
I love that beer, man.
That was
And
a
they
re-
don't make it anymore.
And they nailed it with like the whole like
was so-
pretzel and the salt.
I
in there,
loved it,
too.
man.
Wow.
It was so good for me. And people were taking the chocolate that they made around the same time because it was a variety pack with the pretzel, and they're mixing it with the pretzel and making it like a chocolate covered pretzel beer.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. But I get it, man. Shock Top is total fucking
Man, I want
garbage,
to chase
man.
chocolate so bad. Like, I want to.
You know, the funny thing about it is I was thinking about it like for weeks now. I'm gonna incorporate a lyric in our Bangin' Beers theme song.
Ooh,
that you
like
hate
that.
coffee.
That's
like,
good.
He'll drink a stout. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Ben's writing a theme song, and it's gonna be and Andy's gonna try to convince Faith and Exile to sing it.
That's
so
awesome.
they're a heavy metal band that are gonna do like a gimmicky 70s, 80s TV show steal.
That's phenomenal.
And Ben's gonna write the lyrics. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be good. I think
it's gonna be superb.
I'm gonna put some real
Curious to
work
see
into
that.
it for real.
Listen, I'll get it done.
I already have I have the first line already, so I'm gonna
What's the
incorporate
first
something.
line?
Banging some beers with some bros, like because
It's off to a-
drinking beer.
We're gonna do it.
I know. I'm trying. I'm working it out. I have to put like real time into it,
So
even if it takes me 3 hours. I don't care.
3 hours. You better put more time into that. That's like editing one video.
Well,
It'll take you like a month. All right.
Well.
So anyway, I tried it. So I didn't cringe as much. Like, I think maybe I'm slowly getting at least used to the coffee taste.
Woohoo!
But it's not. I don't get chocolate. I don't get cherry.
That's the thing. Like, it just tastes like a stout, but it's good. But I don't get like the ingredients. Maybe a little chocolate, but not so much cherry. I don't really get any.
All right. So
cherry,
you know how
but it is
everyone,
good.
like the people who don't like IPAs say all IPAs taste the same.
Yeah.
All stouts taste the same to me, and they all taste
that
like
makes
coffee.
sense. I think it solely is because, like, since it's like chocolate cherry, you kind of figure that you taste the chocolate, the cherries probably incorporate a little bit more sweetness into it then too. So you don't really taste any cherries in that aspect, because if you ever eaten chocolate covered cherries, it's like you're always going to taste like that chocolate and that syrupy taste, and the cherries are just like that little
Take that last little nip.
I get a hint of cherry on the aftertaste.
I'm getting like a smoky taste at the end.
It tastes
to
to
be
me
honest.
like if someone left a cup of coffee out and it got cold in room temperature and then you chug it. And
Is that going to be the title of your autobiography?
Yeah, it's not good.
You would hate how I drink coffee, man. No, I mean it's good. It's got I got a little smoky kind of like aftertaste to it for some reason.
I'm really
I'm
trying
not
to
getting
pick
any
that
cherry
out.
though.
I'm trying to really pick that out, the smokiness.
I get a hint of that initially, but like I said, there's a nice cherry fallout.
Yeah, probably because maybe it might be with like due to it having like a little bit of that roastiness to it that might bring the smoked out of it. I can definitely taste that.
Definitely an intricate beer.
Yeah, the only time I really can get by with a stout is if it's barrel aged. When it's extra boozy, it gets like that flavor profile. Do you need your cup rinse? I'll spend. Do you want to rinse after?
Yeah, I'll get them.
Yeah.
I'll get you in a little bit. I want to just
No rush.
savor the
No,
flavor.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever heard you say on the show. Now, all right. So obviously we haven't done New Trail. Has anyone been to? I know. Have you been to New Trail yet?
I have not been. No.
New Trail. Hey, how you doing? We want to be there. We want to be with you.
Valentine's Day is coming up, guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the Ron Burgundy, what he's like, I want to be on you. Kind of a big deal. We're not big deals, but we're going to get there. We're going to grow. This is our year. This is our year, boys.
You know, they also have Bullfrog Brewing Company of there in Williamsport as well. We
Yeah?
can probably
Yeah.
get up.
I'll tell you what. So actually, here's something I can kind of talk about. I don't know when this will air in our sequence time, but so I went and did an episode in Harrisburg for HMAC. I went and talked to some rappers. I don't know what you're doing there. Native American cry? I don't know. I didn't throw anything out the window if that's what you're insinuating.
No.
So I on the way home, Heidi's like, I want to stop and eat somewhere. So I was like, all right. So we stopped at Mellow Mink. Okay, that's why you're doing the tier.
Yep.
It's fucking gorgeous. It is beautiful inside. Like, it's pristine. It's almost like, all right, now this isn't like not a knock. This is just me saying that I don't think that I deserve to be in such nice places. But it was like the first time I walked in the Greystone, I was like, I don't belong in here. Right? I'm a slob. I'm not dressed nice. Like, it looks that nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful inside. They have the big barrels that they're aging beers in right there that people can see, like the back room. There's no restaurant you have to order food in, but they do allow you to order food in, or you can bring your own. They don't care.
That's
The
really neat.
merch is really cool. Like I'm torn on the glassware is gorgeous. They have like 4 or 5 different types of glasswares you could buy. You could buy these stems. You could buy the glass. You could buy the taster ones. For some reason, man, that mink, it just looks nice. It's a cool little logo. It's super simple and it's sharp. It's really sharp. And then their T-shirts, they have like 4 or 5 T-shirts, and all their shirts have like this mink on it, like, but it's like a real mink face, and it's like cartoon, and he has like a monocle in one. Like, they have all these cool. Like, I'm buying a shirt and probably a hat that day.
Yeah, that's
and
cool,
probably glassware. Like,
Nice.
They have beers in bottle that you can't get unless you buy the bottle, but they're like reasonable price, like $20 a bottle. But like, and even the bottles like are super nice looking. Like, it looks super classy. Like it looks nice. The crowlers are beautiful looking. Like, they look really nice. Like, it's not just like a typical crowler you get somewhere else. Like, it has a different look to it. It's just a really, really nice environment. Like, the whole place is just gorgeous. Like, the marble granite countertop look to it's just really, really nice. I tried a few beers there. I did 2 of their beers. I didn't want to go too crazy on their beers because I wanted to save something for the show.
Sure.
So I did like their IPA or normal IPA, and then I tried this apple pie sour.
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable. Both of them were good. And then the other 2 I did the Ultimate Sin, and I did the Funks IPA.
Oh, the Ultimate Sin was the Rotundo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
I had their Ultimate Sin. It's fantastic. But the the Funks, man, it was like a 420 beer. It literally tasted like I was drinking bong water.
Yeah.
It was super dank.
Well, that New Belgian, what is it? That Hempinator or whatever?
Hemperer.
Hemperer.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty danky, man.
Yeah.
The best hemp style beer I've ever had.
Stillwater?
Nope.
Or what?
No,
is
those
it
hemp
Stillwater?
tails.
Those hemp tails.
I don't know if I had
They're
that
sold
one.
in big pounder cans.
Yeah.
The 24-ounce man cans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That's like ghetto. That's swag shit.
they're
right?
so good.
Talking about the guy who's got an old English hat on. But, look, I think I know what you're saying,
It's
you know?
a shelf above the Colt
Yeah.
45. Okay, calm down.
all right. What?
But like it literally it
I
tastes
love OE, man. Fuck it.
It tastes like spiked ginger ale.
Yeah?
It drinks like a ginger ale. It drinks like a soda almost.
I think I've seen these. It's like in a big pounder can,
Yeah.
like
We
a
were-
22 or 24. What are we
24.
talking?
we had them on this like for I bought them and had them on the
Yeah.
one interview, and we opened them, and Heidi came home and she came in, she looked at me and she like looked around, and then when I went upstairs, she's like, "Are you smoking weed in the house?" I was like, "No." And she goes, "Don't fucking lie to me." I was like, "It's the beers we were drinking."
What,
Like,
is it like malt liquor? Is that what it is?
I haven't looked into them that closely.
I'd probably be classified as that.
it comes.
That'd be my guess.
It literally it tastes.
Do you have that at your store?
Yeah.
That
I might have to try that.
The passion.
You know, little singles cooler when you walk in on the right
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
Yep, right in there.
And you buy singles of them, yeah.
Yeah.
The passion fruit one's good. I think there's a passion fruit, a mango, and then a hemp C, which
It's
is
just like
the-
really dank.
It tastes like ginger ale, but it has a weed smell to it, but it drinks like a hard ginger ale.
Oh wow!
They're delicious.
I don't know, man.
I think I had
I'd try
a little bit of
one.
them
I'd take a
before
spin.
the one time.
They're fucking
You
amazing.
You broke them out the one. I think it was the one episode we did.
Yeah,
Is the name hemp
tails.
Hemp tails.
Yeah, they're great. I'm a fan of them.
Untapped is bringing them up as a malt beer.
Yeah, that's I kind of figured.
They're great. I love them.
Man, you
Yes,
couldn't
man.
get in your
I ordered
glass
21.
fast enough. You're like, crack.
Yeah, I've seen them. Like, I was
delicious.
like totally. Yeah, once you mention it, I'm like, yeah, I think I've seen those.
They're great.
I like the pattern on the cans. Mm-hmm. Put that as wallpaper around your house.
It looks like Cheech and Chong's van. Yeah, I'm a big fan of them. I've had all 3 flavors. I think the passion fruit or the mango. Or no, is it the mango or is it's citrus? Citrus Gold is phenomenal. All right, baby.
I can smell it already.
We're here, baby. New Trail. So this is Snow Angel by New Trail. This is a hazy double. Jason and his haziness. He loves it. This is
It doesn't say it on the can, but it's like an 8.5.
Snow Angel. There actually is...
It's so funny because it does kind of smell like cat piss, but I really like it a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
it has a...
I love it.
I don't know. I think it smells great.
I never thought I'd say I like anything remotely close to cat piss, but I love this.
So Jimmy O's bar just reopened in Frackville, and they have in can. They just got some New Trail in there.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember exactly which one it is, but they're
it's the Lazy Pills.
lazy. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lazy Pills is there. So New Trail's hitting up a lot of our local bars.
And honestly, if you like Pilsners, they killed it with Lazy River Pills.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Pilsners, but I'm a big fan of stouts and everything. But that's one of the ones that really is really in my wheelhouse, and Lazy River is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting at first.
Yeah.
So when I first tasted it, I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I like that," and then I let it sit for a second, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's a
Kind of
home
reminds
run for me, man.
That initial hit is different.
Absolutely.
back when there was line life involved. I used to go like on a Saturday night up into Susquehanna Brewing Company when it used to be Soul, but now it's Separatist Brewing Company. They used to do like can releases, and basically people would line up at the one door and go all the way around the whole fucking brewery. And so like people would bring, it was so extreme. People would be in like tents, and then like heated tents then too, and fucking it was like a fucking party the whole entire time. So like I'll be like, oh, I'm not gonna drink tonight, so I'll just shoot up at like 12 o'clock, and I'm up until like 5 in the morning. I'm fucking hammered from drinking all that fucking beer and trying this shit out. And then you see people like, it's like the old like the farmer's market with beer though, and you see like all the beer lined up, and you walk around in your 4 or 6 pack, like, hey, what do you got to trade? It's like, oh, I want to trade that. And like, how old's that Alchemist can? And be like, oh, that's just like 2 weeks old. And then you get pissed because you open it up and it's like the 3rd week, and it was really a month can, and it tastes like fucking malty gym sock. It fucking sucked.
So did you guys see in the chat what Andy was talking about with 2 of the Facebook groups getting shut down because they were catching people? Yeah. They were catching people getting beer across state lines.
I'm not really sure I follow that, but
There's a huge thing with that. Yeah,
God forbid Uncle Sam doesn't get his dime.
we should go to like Separatist, man. I've been there a bunch of times. You know, when we go, the Bacon Festival.
I'm in.
The Bacon Festival is amazing in Easton.
As long as here's the thing, like,
and Separatist is right there.
I don't mind like going and doing that stuff, but like I'm not going in the fall or winter when it's fucking freezing cold and standing in line for 4 hours.
No, you won't. No. Not at this. The Bacon Festival is in November, but I went to the Garlic Festival in Easton too, and I had beer with garlic in it.
Really?
that is
I
one
did.
of the
Yeah,
bucket list things I want to do.
And it tasted like garlic.
Really?
It was good, but man, I mean, garlic's kind of like
Is this newer?
peter
this,
out a
this
little
Snow
bit.
Angel? This new?
Yeah, it's brand new.
It was released.
It was. Just
I was
like
actually
a week
ticked ago. off with my one distributor that I buy my New Trail from. I get emails directly from New Trail, and they announce that on Monday. This is coming out. My sales rep stopped in Tuesday, and by Tuesday they had 2 cases left, and by Wednesday I didn't get any.
Oh,
I'm like, Jesus.
That fucking blows.
do they do Broken Heel and can?
Yeah.
Broken Heel and Pocket Knife was really fucking good.
That's what the guy that I was talking to about this, his favorites are pretty much the same as mine, and Pocket Knife was one of the ones he mentioned as well.
Pocket Knife was really good.
For me, it's this Cardinal Point, Lift Pass, and I don't know, Broken Heels. Yeah, they're like my favorite from
The
them.
the double Broken Heel was good too.
It was good, but I still like Broken Heel.
Yeah.
Broken Heels.
So this
is
has
one
been
of my
checked in 574 times. Checked in by one friend who gave it a 5.
favorite. I really like this beer a lot.
I don't think it's a 5.
Yeah, hey man, don't let me steer you in any direction.
But it's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's a good drinkable double.
Absolutely.
I don't
all
want to
beers-
say again and then have someone hate me in the comment section. But
No, it's not an all-day beer.
it's not an all day beer, but I would sit and I would drink a 4-pack. I'd be fucked up, but I would have a 4-pack of this.
Yeah.
You know what you do? You just do it out of spite. Fuck them.
And film it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, film me drinking it.
all day.
Fucker. We have this new stalker on the page, and all the person is doing is going to every video and hitting thumbs down on every single video. I love it.
He'll have it.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it's amazing. Yeah, I
Good
think
point.
when the new episode uploads, like within an hour or two later, bink, thumbs down. Just like, thank you, thanks for tuning in.
At least they watched it.
Give me, hey, listen, if it's a thumbs down,
still
give
clicks.
me a comment. Like, just let me know why I suck.
Yeah. What can we do better? What's
Yeah,
wrong?
well, let me know I can do better. If you want to try beer, like let me know. I probably won't have you on the show, but we'll work it out.
It's been 15 minutes and we ripped through the 3 beers out of the 5 beers.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
We're speed running this shit.
I
know you have a
behind
We have more beers.
Yeah, we do have more beers.
There's always more, Ben.
Behind the curtain, I actually, as soon as we wrap here, I'm actually doing an interview. So if you see me on another episode later on wearing the same clothes, it's because I did it the same night.
It's magic.
So what do you guys think of Snow Angel? Obviously, I voiced my opinion.
Fantastic. Did we even talk about did we rank the
We didn't.
DuClaw?
No, we did not. So let's backtrack here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with the DuClaw?
I gave the DuClaw a 4. I thought it was a really nice, intricate beer. A lot of deep notes, a lot of different things going on.
I didn't rank it because it tastes like coffee, but I drank it. So I just didn't want to give him a bad review because I just didn't like the flavor. So I just checked it as I tried it, but I didn't give him a score because I don't want to be that guy that gives him a 1 because it's not their fault that I don't like the taste of coffee.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, if anybody's making an IPA with pineapple or coconut, it's not for me. I don't like that. I'm not going to penalize them for my own.
Exactly. So I
Okay,
checked it in that I
so-
tried it, but I just don't. Yeah, I didn't give it a score.
I give it about 3.5. It's not.
Who's on
me.
vibrate? Is that you, Ben?
Nope, it's
That
not.
was me.
It's not. I said it's not me, and it's
Oh.
Ben, is that you? I'm like, no, no. But I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3.5. It was a nice, smooth stout.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, roll with the chocolate, a little bit sweet. It was all right. I'd have it on R1.
It's like a 3.25 for me. I mean, it's a good beer. It's better than a normal beer as far as the stout goes, but it claims a lot on the can that I don't really find. Like I don't get the cherry.
I didn't
don't
get the cherry at all. No.
I mean, but he did. So
Yeah.
palates are different.
Absolutely.
Comes down to your buds.
Oh, I had a guy in the store the other day who was buying the little 7-ounce can or bottles of Heineken. Comes up to me. He's like, "How much are these?" I think they're about $25. Asked me how much the Coronas are. Or no, they're about 22. The Coronas are about 25 in the same little bottles. I said, "They're this much. Well, why are they different?" They're different beers, different countries. A lot of different factors go into why beers, what it costs. What does one taste better? Well, it's it's a matter of perspective. It's my taste is different than yours.
It's objective, yeah.
Exactly. And he just goes, so you don't know? It's like, yeah, I don't know.
I'd have been like, are you looking for? It depends what type of beer you're looking for. Like, if you want to drink 1,000 of them and not get drunk, go Corona.
Absolutely.
You should have been like, what did you like 5 years ago? Then what do you like now? Go with that one.
Go with that one.
I'd recommend you to get less beer, but get higher alcohol content and go down and get like a 4-pack of 2 of those, and you'll have a better night.
Hemtails, get it.
Yeah, get the Hemtails.
Gotta try that Hemtails, man.
It's so fucking good. I actually went to a party one time when I was working with some. They were all Dominican, and we went to like an after party at their house, and they all had like Coronas and stuff. And I was like, on my 7th or 8th Corona, and I'm like, listen, guys, I'm gonna stop drinking. And they're like, no. I'm like, I will drink you out of house. And they're like, why? I'm like, 'cause this will not get me drunk. Like, I'm trying my hardest, guys. Like, it just this was like the heat. This is like the peak of my alcoholism, like where I was killing it. Like every weekend, I was out with bands partying and drinking all weekend, and then I show up with them, and I'm drinking craft beers like crazy, and like we're doing this. No, we weren't even doing the show yet. The show wasn't even a thing yet, but we were still drinking like every weekend, like doing the like just hanging out with ourselves drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my tolerance was through the roof, and then we're at their house, and I'm 8 Coronas deep, and I'm stone cold sober, and I'm like,
I can't do it.
I was like, you're not gonna have beer for everybody if I keep doing this, so I just stopped drinking.
So what do you guys think of that Snow Angel?
Snow Angel, I gave that a 4.50.
Whoa.
I gave it really high. I really like it.
Now.
I would definitely have that again, or go look for it, or I would. The DuClaw is delicious.
I gave him a 3.75. I enjoyed it a lot, but I'm definitely more of a West Coast traditional IPA guy.
I like West Coast IPAs.
I'm just burned out on the juicy hazy.
I get you, man. I totally understand that.
I'd go with a 4.
Yeah.
That's just like, you know, that's again like some of the IPAs, like it kind of reminded me like going back 3 years when, you know, you're trying all this different shit at the tents. That's why I was kind of like deviating to when I was trying that. So that's, and mainly that's what it kind of reminded me of, like all these good beer, like all these good beers, and just going like to a simple general type of taste to it then too.
Yeah.
So that one definitely gets a 4 out of my book.
Sure.
But then again, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things that kind of, it's like a reminiscent type of deal.
Well, I mean, I think that's a little feather in their cap that somebody who doesn't really like that style is saying 3.75. Very good.
And even a 3.75 with that type of beer is actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, hey, just think it, you know, hey, I won't go 3.75. I could have got a 4. Fuck you. Be glad that you got the 3.75, and people are gonna still buy your beer if they ever see it on, you know, in a cooler or anything like that.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
Put the monster away. But anyway,
Dear God.
like everything.
I only wish I was drunk.
No, I had to go change my shirt. I remembered we were out and Compass Rose, because we always plug their bar and say like, I'm out of breath, I'm fat, man, I can't even go up and down the stairs and change my shirt without running out of breath.
I thought you were doing yoga
yeah.
or some shit.
I just started. Give me
All right, man.
a little bit. But no, we were there, and he hooked me up with a shirt because we plug him a lot. So I was like, "Yo, next podcast, I'll wear it." And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something this
Oh
shirt.
shit!
So here it is, Compass
shit,
Rose.
the shirt.
Love you guys. You guys hook us up, and you guys always have good craft beers on selection. They do a good job.
Which one is Compass Rose?
Right up the road here,
Yeah, it used to be the Mountain City Diner. Then it used to be
right
Jimmy's
across from the old
Bagels.
Hess.
It's
Yeah.
not the place across from OIP,
Yep.
is it?
Yeah,
the neon blue
yep.
lights. Yep.
It used to be a bagel place, and then they got hit with arson, and now it's, well, it used to be Amber Dean's, and
Yeah.
then now it's
They do.
Compass Rose.
That's the first place I had New Trail was in there. Yep.
I've only seen it on Facebook,
Nothing.
but coming down, I passed it on the way, and I'm like, post podcast, I think I'm going to stop in there and see what's going on.
I've seen
Yeah.
stuff, but we'll talk about that later.
Recently or a while ago?
Just drop it, man.
I have a good time in there. I think it's a fun place, and they have great craft beer. But all right, so we're at the ginger cranberry ginger.
Okay. Very thin. It reminds me of
Ooh,
like
that's sour.
a slightly spiced Sprite.
On the nose, I'm not getting any kind of ginger or even a hint of cranberry.
The
but-
cranberry is making that like, that's what's giving
Yeah.
that zing.
Yeah.
That's sour, man.
I get the
Like
initial,
that.
I get a sour, immediate sour taste.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I get little to no ginger, and I get like a watered down cranberry.
I would tell you this right now.
It's super, super, super light.
Now I'll tell
It's
you.
super, super sour.
I'll
See,
tell
I don't think
you.
it's that very. I don't think it's that sour.
Really?
Like I said, he's conditioned me.
I'll tell you right now. See, cranberries are actually supposed to be sour, like bitter, because when they do it with Ocean Spray, they do like like a sugar coating to them, like, and they really sugar the shit out of those cranberries.
Right.
That's why you get that sweetness out of them. That's like, wow, they're like candy. But this
4.4.
That's, you know. Yeah, that the ginger probably is the thing that's really like taking the edge off of that just a little bit and
Do you
getting
know
that
what's
zip.
You know what's stronger than this beer? White Claw. White Claws are 5.
Never had one.
Oh, is that low?
It's a 4.4.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I had, when I went to Forest in Maine, I had one of the lowest percentage of alcohol content beers. It was a Saison. It's a Saison, not Saison. I've been saying it wrong, and I'll admit that. I've been
saying Saison as well.
That was my fault. So Saison, okay? 3%. A 3% Saison by Forest in Maine and the Vale Brewing Company in Virginia. And when I drank it, it was like really like dry. It was like kind of like slightly aged. Like it kind of sat around for a little bit, but it was just different. I gave it like a 3.
You know what's like hands down the best low alcohol content beer? Lindemans.
Lindemans Framboise.
Oh, Framboise, yeah. Yeah, that's
phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal.
It's like
amazing.
It's like drinking fruit juice.
It's so good. I love it.
It comes in a
Very,
little bottle
very good.
with the like the red foil, like a wine bottle.
Yeah.
would.
It's so good, man.
I remember around 2006 or
Maybe
so.
we could do an episode like that. Lowest alcohol content.
No,
beers.
but they have like an
God,
apple.
you know how
they
much
have
they
a
are.
cherry. They have like a raspberry.
I think
It's so good.
I think
man.
we're gonna. I'm
Peach-
going halfies with
peach
Andy.
is fucking really good too.
I'm going halfies with Andy, and I'm buying the Chris Jericho a little bit of the bubbly champagne. I'm excited. A little bit of the bubbly. I'm trying to think where this would be, like, where this beer would be appropriate.
What's the alcohol content?
4.4.
At a brisk.
4.5.
Yeah.
That used to be okay. You know what I mean? Like until you're drinking like neutral, it's like 8.5.
It sobered me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'll
It's
tell
like
you.
here, have a little shot
I'll
of
tell
water
you.
with your beer.
I'll tell you where this beer would be at. I would definitely say maybe like a wedding before, like
Pre-dinner.
an entree, like pre-dinner. That would
Yeah.
be exactly where it would be. If you want something a little eloquent,
like before Christmas Eve, before dinner served, you have a cranberry ginger fizz.
Absolutely.
I think it's.
When,
I mean,
when
it's
I hear
tasty.
fizz, I'm thinking like it's really like carbonated, but I'm not. You know,
It has that fizzy
Getting
like
a little
kick
bit.
to it, like on your tongue.
I'm fine with
It's
it.
kind of like one of the first sours I had where I tasted and I almost pulled like a Scylla when she was on the show and she
my
screamed.
God.
It was Bug Zapper. It was called Bug Zapper. I forget who it's by, but I tasted it and I was like, like it felt like it zapped my tongue. Like I was like, wow, that's fucking sour.
Like I really enjoy super sour beers. The ones where it hurts up in your jowls. You're like,
That's how I used to be back in the day. Where it hit.
The best sours, man, is Burley Oaks. Man.
I don't know, man.
There are amazing sours.
Other half, man.
it's Avery's Bug Zapper.
Avery's, yeah.
Yep.
Other half. That's the one we have in the fridge, right?
no Hudson.
Oh, Hudson Valley makes great sours.
yeah.
And I'm really
Have
like,
you ever had Hudson Valley?
I'm sure I've had something. It
well,
doesn't-
that Ultra Sphere is a raspberry sour, and that's pretty. Well,
That's what we'll probably bust out. We'll probably bust that one out.
But like, man, Burley Oaks for sours are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're putting in work. We're 4 through at 9:30.
Yeah. We're killing it.
Brett's just like, yeah, we're putting in work.
Additional beer.
I'm like, holy shit! Like, holy shit, we're almost done.
What do we?
Brett's like, I don't know where I am.
This is just like my beer clubs way back. This is like beer club way back in the day. Like we would have like 20 some beers, and we're fucking racking through them. I'm fucking hammered through like the 12th beer. The fuck.
Yeah.
It was
I
bad.
think with
that was
five of
just-
us though, like,
He
I'm
said,
not.
that
I'm
was
not
bad.
even. I'm
The
not even.
fuck?
I'm not even close to buzz. But also, I'm probably
that's
a
definitely like a
half a
school
beer.
thing.
I mean, I'm a sip behind you guys. I didn't do the last sip of that pastry, but
I know. I ate some pizza and stuff then. Too,
when you have
so
5
I'm
actual
kinda-
beer drinkers, I don't have to worry about it. But
An
if you
actually
have a guest
supper,
on who
yeah.
never had craft beer and you're hitting them with 5 beers and they're like,
Yeah.
can't drive
If we
home.
run out of beer, I got some Macallan 12 in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was down
Oh
at
man, you're getting saucy with that pour. Holy fuck!
My bad. You've had it before, Ben. Calm down.
I'm kind of curious because
Cranberry ginger. What are we scoring that?
I went 4.
I did not.
A
No,
4.
375,
I was gonna say a
375,
4.
I forget.
I would probably
It's
rate
been a while
that
ago.
3.75. I'll go with Brett on that one. That's a solid. That's a solid 3.75 beer. Like
Interesting.
And you could drink that. You could drink that all day. I feel like you could.
Whoa.
Definitely.
The nigga
Whoa.
gets some negative comments for that.
4.4. You
Oh,
psychopath.
I'm a negative.
Shit. You're a negative Nelly.
It sounds a lot better than it actually is, but it's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tasty.
It would be a very good introductory sour.
Yeah.
That's the way I would put it. Great introductory sour. It's not too sour, but it's sour enough to get you going a little bit.
I'll give it 3.25. And that's not saying that I hated it. I actually enjoyed it. I would drink it again, but if I went somewhere and that was on the shelf, along with some other ones, it wouldn't be my first choice. But it was a good beer. I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I experienced it. Mm-hmm. One of those deals.
Yeah.
Oh, cake stand. Make sure we click that for purchase location. We gotta get you guys a badge. You gotta get a badge.
Yeah.
Striker's Pub just got a badge. They're a certified G's. They're actually inviting us to do another episode there as well, so we might be going back there.
Fun fact, this is a no longer in production beer that we're going to have.
Ooh.
Now that smells not great. Like the other one, how you were saying smells like cat pee, this one does not smell very good.
I think this one smells better.
Really?
Ooh, that's nicer.
There's definitely floral bouquet there.
Just a fun fact, EQ's triples, if you buy them, you let them sit for like 3 weeks, and that's where their peak is.
Okay.
It's been sitting since, oh shit, they don't have a date on here.
It's been sitting for 8 months.
No, October 12th, October, November, December, so 3 months.
Okay, you said 3
think-
weeks at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how it typically would
So
be.
it should be 3 weeks, not 3
About
months.
that, but
So
this
this is-
should be okay.
So
We should be okay.
we're drinking a 3-month. This has been specialty. He likes it. We mad scientist on beers. He sits on them and he's like, I want to try it when they're older. So we'll see how. He didn't die, so we're good.
They say, like, especially
Wow.
with IPAs, you're supposed to drink them fresh.
Absolutely. Ooh, I like that.
It smells good.
Who is this?
That's
Equilibrium. That's tasty.
and vitamin C, and that's a 10.5.
10 point. 10 even.
10 even.
Yep.
Yep, 10 even. You would never guess it's that high.
No.
Yeah, that's really good.
They are masters at doing triples. They nailed it.
Yeah, that's really tasty.
On
That
point.
one from Connecticut Valley, you had the Hop Devil, the one that's like a comic book strip on it.
Yes, yeah, gotcha.
That
yeah.
was fucking crazy. That was like what, like a 9.7 or something like that. It was. I was up there. And
Yeah, it was in
that
that
was smooth too.
Yeah, once you start getting up around 10 to 12%, either it's somebody who really knows what they're doing and they're phenomenal, or it just tastes boozy and it
Yeah.
just ruins everything.
So, looking at the notes here, there's actually a note in here that you're not a huge fan of, and I actually when I sipped it, I got it immediately, and I like it. Got some pineapple in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, let me just tell you a little
Lightly.
bit.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you a little bit about Equilibrium.
Go ahead, Ben.
Basically, the guy actually went like
that
to
sound
MIT
effects,
and he did his chemistry. Like he went for chemistry, and he opened up Equilibrium. So a lot of their
Where are they out
themes-
of?
They're out of Middletown, New York. And their tap room is super nice. If you go to their beer releases, they're actually having one this Saturday. That would be January the 11th. And they're releasing 4 beers. I think one might be a triple. There's another one that's also, they're putting 100% of the proceeds to the Australia fires.
That's cool.
And then they also have some a stout. And I think they have another single or double IPA. But that build that you taste at the end of Equilibrium beers, it's personally to me, it's unforgettable and probably one of the best tasting beers. Like I remember when we had one on the show, and I'm like, I can't rate this beer or this brewery enough to try a little bit. But when I had a lot of their triples, wow.
What
Wow.
are we gonna give this one, boys?
I gave it a 4.5 flat out. That one just perfect.
Same.
4.5.
4.5 as well.
Yep.
It's a 4 for me.
4.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
whatever.
still, look, for me, man, if it's a 4 or above, it's
That's good.
rocking.
Killer,
Yeah,
that's
good.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, like I said, for Untapped, man, 2.5 is middle of the road for me. So anything above 2.5 is above average.
wrong with that.
Anything from 4 to 5 is pretty good to phenomenal, you know? So
Do you want one more sour for the night?
But in short,
Yeah, sure.
they do their homework. They do a good job
it
at
is.
it.
It's a really, really solid beer. It's very, very good.
Go ahead, Ben.
Very
Bust
good.
out your sour.
All right.
Bust out the sour. I don't want to drink it. I want to kind of enjoy this one a little bit.
It may be a 4.
Do you blame
Maybe
me?
a 2.5.
Do you blame me for just
good.
savoring it?
I wouldn't have sat on it that long. A new player has joined the party.
Leroy
Jenkins. I always like imagining that can is
so-
like corn, like
So
Just
here's
like
a cool
bunches of
thing. I like when I take pictures of the beers on this table, especially with like a nice camera. Like I don't know if your phone does it as well, but you get the blurriness of like the stuff on the table, and then it focuses really sharp on the beer. I think it's a cool little effect on the photos.
Oh yeah, the micro. Yeah,
I dig it. All right, so
I'm sticking with the 4.
4. All right,
hey, fair enough.
all right.
man.
So
It's a little funky, man. It is good though.
as of right now, to be fair, this was the original setup. This was the original, beers for the night. I'll start with Brett. You grab your whatever one you think is the beer of the night. You move up 1 spot.
Wow.
Whoa, Vitamin C gets 1 spot.
Okay,
I think that's
Jason.
look. For me, I'm like a neutral fanboy, so
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
one,
we're
one
good.
spot.
No,
One spot. One
You're
spot. But Jesus Christmas. You better calm down.
Smack my hand.
All right, Ben.
Well, you kind of know what I'm going to go for.
I think it's gonna head.
That's a fair assessment. That's a very.
I
Fair
saw what you
assessment.
guys rated.
This would
everything.
be a
It's gonna
very
be
close
that,
second.
I rated them the same score.
Yeah. Oh,
I did. They're
Huh.
both 4 5s. Just so we don't have the argument of a tie, I'll give it to Vitamin. But listen, this is right there with it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
These are both fantastic.
they
beers.
are very good beers.
And
Both
definitely
fantastic
good. That's the Snow Angel for being a double, kind of disguising itself as a triple. That's pretty nice.
Like I said,
That's
for
pretty
me,
wild.
anything that's 4 to 5
Yeah.
is
And this is
phenomenal.
this is
for
a
me,
triple
yeah.
that's almost as smooth, if not smoother, than a
Yeah,
double.
absolutely. Yeah, it's just a different type of taste, but it's right there. Yeah, absolutely.
And for being as aged as it is, it's still held up really nice.
no, it's really good. Yeah.
Good.
that's-
Yeah, that,
No doubt, yeah.
Now, unless
I wanted
this-
to do that one
unless
for the
this-
longest time.
Unless this sour from Hudson Valley comes and steals the show, we're gonna the Vitamin C from Equilibrium and
Snow Angel.
Snow. Yeah. No. What's Equilibrium? Who?
and vitamin
Vitamin
C.
C.
Oh, I thought it was called Vitamin. It's called Vitamin
it's vitamin C cube
Okay. Good call.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the winner for tonight.
And
Unless
it's no longer in production beer.
so you
too,
can never get it again.
Ever.
Don't
It's
renown
just
by it,
got-
guys.
It's really got a funky aftertaste for me.
I like it, though.
I mean, it's a really good beer. It really has like a weird swing on the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ben has brought a lot of Equilibrium over.
I've only brought maybe like 3 or 4 cans, but they've been really
No, before we even did shows, you used to bring Equilibrium.
only
a lot.
here and there. Whenever I could get it.
Yeah.
Whenever I could get it.
And
I really
I don't
should
think
go
I've ever had
over.
one I didn't like.
I would have to say, even though the Snow Angels tops for me, this would be a second for me.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
like
everyone's on the same page.
I think like like you said, everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
And I
It's
would
just a matter
definitely say
of taste, yeah.
these two definitely.
it's just a matter of taste.
If I had to pick a third, so for me, first, second,
That's tough. Yeah.
I probably would go with the smutty nose just solely because that's like an easy drinkable
I'd go
beer.
Spruce Willis.
No, I think I go with the stout, man.
Really?
Yeah.
My second would be the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we're all divided.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, this
That is cool, yeah.
Wait, back when I used to work in a gun shop, and I used to tell guys would come in and ask, what's the best handgun? What should I buy? I'm like, listen, dude, there's 31 flavors of ice cream for a reason. Everybody likes something different. Everybody's hands are different. Right here, all kinds of different beer, all seasoned drinkers, but we all like something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And that's phenomenal that there's so many
I'm
different
gonna
options
ask
out there
you,
for us.
Brett, since you said about the guns. I'm a tea-berry flavored ice cream guy. What would be my favorite handgun? All right.
All right.
My wife likes fucking tea berry. That's her favorite ice cream. Fucking disgusting.
No, it's not.
Tastes like
Absolutely
fucking
not.
medicine or some shit.
and the
man.
gum flavor only lasts like 13 seconds. As soon as you chew it, the flavor.
Did you remember the Clark's Tea-Berry gum?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
It
yeah.
lasts 13 seconds and it's gone.
That's why
They
it chewed 3 at a
Goddamn
time.
tea berry.
hey, do you know where they sell it at? Danny's, the diner in
Hometown.
Ashland.
And,
In
okay.
Ashland, yeah.
And Hometown too.
And hometown, holy shit.
That,
wow.
that ice cream place in Hometown that
No kidding.
that the fugitive was hiding at and eating the ice cream.
I'm guessing Brett is a Glock guy. That's my.
I have 7 Glocks. Actually,
See?
shit.
Yeah.
oh,
I have,
shit.
I have 4 H&Ks.
HK's fucking.
Yeah.
That's
And actually,
the bomb, man.
I just got my first ghost gun tonight. I had to ship to work, and when I stopped in and picked these up, I got a Polymer 80 lower receiver. It's basically a Gen 3 Glock 17. Well, it's just a piece of plastic till I drill it out.
We should do an ATF Guns, beer, and tobacco.
The only guns I own, boys, right here.
I don't know nothing about drilling out anything, but
I actually just sold the only gun I've ever owned. I had a Smith & Wesson 40, SE40.
Yep.
I just sold it. For microphones that you're using. Yep, so.
thank you.
That's fair.
That was a weird. That was a weird cock. That was a weird.
Yeah,
That was weird.
he said cock.
Down in the rabbit hole.
I like how he throws the word cock in as he's like stroking the microphone.
If you're listening on audio only, I just gave the microphone a handy.
I
probably not good.
have so many jokes, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to lose your YouTube funding or whatever. Demonetized. Oh my
Listen,
God.
we're not even at enough subscribers to get to that point.
Well, I'm not going to cut your knees off before you get there. Jesus.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, so
Well, before we get into this beer, I'm
Ben
just going to
has to build
say
up.
one thing. We lost a very good drummer. Neil
really,
Peart.
is that where we're going right now?
Neil Peart. Yep.
All
Well,
right.
I just wanted
is
that.
this the guy from?
Oh, yeah, Neil Peart died.
Age 67, he died of brain cancer.
Wow.
He was silently fighting it, but
Yeah, he didn't tell
plowed
anyone.
through.
He didn't tell anyone he had it. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just died today.
yeah. That's a shame.
Oh my God.
Is that like Pink?
No, that's
Rush.
Rush.
Eh.
He's an amazing drummer. He's probably one of the best drummers in the world.
Yeah,
Hands down.
yeah.
He's a phenomenal drummer.
Not a.
If
fan.
he didn't have arthritis, he still would have kept going yet.
Of Rush, you don't like Rush's?
Fucking Rush. I don't like this shit.
Maybe maybe you don't like the style of voice, but as a drummer, he was.
I'm
drummer.
sure he's good, but
he's
you
a
know,
drummer.
just,
He did his thing. I'm glad I got to see them in 2009. It was really fucking hot and humid in Hershey Park. 2009, about yeah.
do you see
They were
that
really
new roller coaster at Hershey Park, man?
Oh, that's Knoebels you're talking about.
No, Knoebels is like the swing around shit. Though.
Yeah,
Fucking
like-
Hershey Park's got like a new roller coaster.
Oh, do they now?
Yeah,
Whoa.
looks awesome, man.
Well, I'm taking a page of your book. Whoa.
Hey,
Wow.
Whoa.
Hershey Park happy. Hershey Park clad.
Oh,
He just spit up in his mouth a little bit.
like.
my buddies are at the Reading Royals game, and I'm so fucking jealous right now. That's like my new favorite place to fucking go. Did you ever go to a Reading Royals game?
Absolutely.
They're so much fun.
Like, when it comes to hockey, we're all divided here because he's a fucking Flyers fan. I'm a Devils fan, so we automatically hate each other. And then
They hate
you
people
like,
with class.
what do you?
I'm a Capitals fan.
Fuck the Capitals too.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I just like watching hockey for the sole fact it's hockey.
So that's my thing too. So I pick the Capitals because I pick all teams from the DC, Virginia, Washington area.
Yeah.
Because I don't really I like hockey. I'm slowly starting to become more of a fan.
Hockey's
but
awesome.
for me, it's hard to be like. Because you have to pay for everything. Like, so if I had like a team, I'm like, I can't watch every fucking regular season game.
Yeah.
And you can, unless you're a diehard fan, it's hard to follow hockey the same way you follow football. Like for me, I could tell you my third string running back. I can't do that with hockey because there's 1,000 fucking games a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
like
a long season.
It is. It's so fucking long. Same
Like-
with baseball. Like
Preseason starts like what? Like August, September, or
Yeah.
September,
September.
October,
Mid-September.
Yeah.
and then like people are like, oh, this guy he moved up from Hershey to play. I'm like, holy fuck, bro! Like, how do you know all? Like, I can't.
That's
do it.
the thing. Like with hockey, you either got to follow the team or the player because the players get
Yeah.
traded quite a bit. Yeah.
So I mean,
and
I
the
pick
Devils suck this year.
like
so.
I pick the Capitals, and then like, if they make
not me.
playoffs, if they make the
Get killed by
playoff,
the
then I
Rangers.
watch every playoff game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest. Like when it comes to playoffs, I couldn't tell you who's the leading scorer.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even going to fake that I'm a true fan because I'm not. Like because I can't. Like to me, like I as a Redskins fan, like my team sucks, but I can tell you most of the stuff about my team, and I follow them really closely. Like I can't stand when someone's like, "Well, I'm an Eagles fan or I'm a Giants fan." I'm like, "Well, where were you when they sucked?" Now they're good, and now you can't shut up.
I'm a fan of the Devils suck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They really
so
do.
like for me, like I want to be more into hockey. I just got to find a way to dive into it more. But when it comes to hockey, though, I can put any game on TV and watch it, and I have a blast. I grew up playing soccer, so soccer when it comes to the chest movement and working the ball
Soccer's
around,
like hockey, right?
it is.
Yeah.
So we get glass seats every time we go because it's like $15 to be in the glass.
Yeah,
Why
right.
not? You know what I mean?
Of course.
But when you see them come behind the net and then you see people get in formation, as a soccer player, I'm like, oh shit, they're working and then they work the outside to shoot inside.
Right.
So as a soccer fan, I appreciate that because I see how it's like human chess.
I see what you're saying because, like, basketball to me is like they go down court, they score, or they miss. You know what I mean?
Unless you watch a very good team and then you watch the play setup, there's a lot of strategic stuff in basketball if you're not paying
But
attention.
hockey, like, every single point counts. It's like a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, basketball is like back and forth. It's like who misses first or who gets up with the rebounds and stuff like that. Hockey is low-scoring game.
As far as basketball, though, Steve Nash, 2-time MVP, a 5'10" white guy, grew up playing soccer, and he said that played immensely into his ability to run an offense to see where things are going.
I mean, I never played high school basketball, but I played a lot of street ball. And we used to go from town to town to town, and we'd be like, bring out your best. And just from growing up playing soccer, I would read it's kind of like the same thing in hockey. Like Wayne Gretzky's dad always said, don't go to the puck, go where the puck's going to be. In soccer, if you don't want to run a mile and a half or 16 miles a game, you need to put yourself in a position where you're in the right position and you're not over chasing a ball. So if you're like, okay, he's coming down, I know he's going to do 2 moves and probably work this way, you need to bait him to make his pass sooner so you can intercept that pass. Instead of, there's just all that taking angles and getting to a spot in the field faster than someone else. Like when a lot of football players who are very successful at football come from soccer because they know how to take those angles. A lot of D-backs are very good soccer play. Like they come from soccer, then they play like safety, and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome because I can as soon as I can read a quarterback and I can take an angle to get to that ball before anyone else."
And like you said, bait them. Just stay right on that edge of he's open, no, he's not.
Because you know that distance of field that you can make up, and that's where soccer definitely comes in. Where you're like, I can make up that distance in this time because I can't over pursue it, or I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like it's just and hockey's kind of the same way, but it's even more impressive because they have less space to do it.
Plus, there's fighting.
Yeah, it's awesome. Some. And then not only that is, I mean, like, yes, getting hit with a soccer ball, there's no joke. If you have a big boy who can kick a ball and it can come off a foot close to 80 miles an hour. You take that to the face or the chest, that doesn't feel great.
I get fucking pissed if I get hit with a soccer ball. I'll be like, fucking wow.
I watched someone break their arm getting hit with a soccer ball. The ball, the ball skimmed and hit his wrist while he was like limp, and it snapped his forearm.
Wow,
like
that's nutty.
Yeah. But hockey, man, like that puck is no fucking joke. Like it's just
that's like a little fucking bullet.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up, man. You know what I mean? It's just it's a fun sport, man. I really really like it. But I'm a Capitals fan, but obviously the Reading Royals eventually go to the Flyers.
Yeah.
But what I found out is they initially used to go to Hershey. The Reading Royals used to go to Hershey, and now they're a Flyers team. So I don't really care. Like if one of those players ever made it to the Flyers, I'd be a fan of that player. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't buy into that. Like, all right, I don't buy into it with I don't like a player. Like I don't like a team as much as I used to. Like obviously in football, like dude, fuck the Eagles, fuck the Cowboys. Sorry if you're a fan. I'm an NFC East guy.
Hey, we're all Niners fans this weekend.
But when it comes to like even college football, when people are like, well, who's your team? I'm like, I like Notre Dame. They're like, well, don't you hate Penn State and Michigan? No, not really. Because at least the schools up north actually make their students athletes.
Go to class?
Yeah. We're like down south, they're just like, oh, cool, you can kind of spell your name, but you can throw a ball. Welcome to the team. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Here's a degree in general studies.
Fair warning, this has a little bit of lactose in it.
That's good.
I rescind my earlier vote.
Cursing you while I'm on the toilet.
I rescind my earlier vote.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Yep, that's my step out right now. Oh my god.
I think it's still too cold for me right yet. I gotta let it.
Fucking lactose.
That is exceptional.
It's a good beer, but I still think I think it's too cold still for me. I want to let it kind of a little bit warm up or get a little more air on it. Wow. So far, it's very tasty.
Oh, before I log this in earlier, I did look up that there are 4 different Leroy Jenkins beers out there.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm going to try to track one of them down at least.
So here's if you're ever looking to what can you get for the show at the cake stand,
it's Yellow Belly.
No.
Yes, Yellow Belly.
I'm not satisfied until I have that fucking beer.
Hey, believe it or not, they actually sold. Fucking slept.
Have you
on
heard
it.
of this Yellow Belly beer?
No.
All right, we'll get to it
Show
in
him
a
a
second.
picture.
So, Yellow Belly. Okay, should I get into it or no?
I'll get into it. Just
No, let me get into it.
I don't know what one of these fuckers are gonna say.
Okay. No. So let me get into it. So it was a beer that I really had at South County at one of their
You've
releases.
had it, huh?
I've had it before.
What
yes.
kind of style beer
It's an
is it?
Imperial Stout.
Okay.
And it's like a peanut butter, and like a bready stout. And basically what it is, it's from Omnipolo and then another brewery that actually did it too. The bottle is designed as a KKK member. And the main reason why I called it Yellow Belly, they actually say that, hey...
Well, real quick, it is a black-owned brewery.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, the interjection came quick.
Because I want to make sure it comes off crazy. So once again, we don't chop our needs.
The actual brewery, the brewer or the owner of Omnipolo is black.
He's
I
African
feel like you're the wrong person to do. All right,
Okay.
so they
I am
call
so
it
sorry.
they call it Yellow Belly because the term Yellow Belly is a coward.
I told you that.
So I always knew that. Like I knew that term.
And I tell
right?
people that when
but
they say
when you're
that.
like, I want this beer in the show, and you put it in the chat, and it's a bottle with a fucking KKK hood, I'm like, not a chance. And then I learned more about the brewery, so it's calling them Yellow Bellies as if they're cowards, or they're, you know what I mean. So, but it is a bottle literally with a KKK hood on the bottle.
Well, it's showing up on here that it's from Buxton Brewery. That was a collaboration with Omnipolo.
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly that. But they had a cease and desist batch, so like 2017, 2018, and they don't.
wonder why.
They
It gets better.
unfortunately do not have it anymore. I really want. I was like ready to load up on like Omnipolo because I want to have an Omnipolo episode. Yes, that's going to happen this year.
Okay.
But anyhow, Omnipolo, I wanted to load up on them, and I just kind of fucking slept on it because with shipping and all that other shit, I might have been spending like at least $200 on beer that's getting shipped over, and I was only going to get maybe like 2 or 3 cans of each, and bottles then too. So, but I really wanted to do that one just solely because
I like episodes like that when we do full brewery.
slightly controversial in the sense, but we get into the history of it, which would have been really cool about it. And then 2, people would be like, holy shit, anybody can make a beer about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So gimmicky beers, what I was getting to initially is if you want to get stuff for the show, gimmicky beers are great for us.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, if you can get one that's like based off like a TV show, like the Office beers, we snatched all those up. The only one I didn't get was Ocular Pat Down.
Well, you're not Always Sunny.
Always Sunny, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, there was one Office beer. It was this one. But yeah, those kind of beers, I'll snatch up every time. Like the Game of Thrones, or like stuff like that. Like the breakfast cereal beers, anything with like a cool gimmicky can.
I go to like North Carolina like every year, and like I said, that's where I had the beer that had like the catnip flowers in it or whatever. It was called
I tried it.
Like,
Like, fuck it.
Kitty Cuddles or something like that. But yeah, I'll grab all that shit. I'll bring it back.
Yeah. So what do we? Now that it's not as super cold, now that to me is a sour. That's a sour to me.
Yeah, that blows this out of the water. The other sour we had.
the ginger, cranberry ginger. What do you think?
It's good. I like it.
Did you change your vote at all?
Oh fuck no.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I went 4.75 on this first.
Yeah,
This is.
I gave it a 4.25.
It's very fizzy. It's very like carbonated for me.
Yeah, it's delicious.
that?
I like
I
it.
forget what I gave.
How old has this can been?
September 24th, 2019. Sours really hold up very well in that aspect.
Absolutely.
See, when I was stirring it a little bit and I got a little bit of the haze into it, that's where all like the stuff goes, and that's why I went all around in your glasses.
Yep.
That's the reason why I did that. There's one beer that I still have about like 3 cans left over of it. I think it's from 2018, I think. And it's called Apotheosis from the same brewery. They made it with like almonds, cinnamon, and like some really wild ingredients. And when you pour it, it goes super thin. But once you get that sediment all in, wow, is that a solid sour? I'll break that out one of these shows.
Back when I was just starting to get into craft beer and everything, there was this bar me and my friends used to go to when I used to live in Elizabethtown. I'm not going to mention them because it's kind of a foible they made. But I ordered my buddy ordered a Franz's Connor. Guy brought it over, lays it down on the bar, and he's rolling it back and forth to move all the sediment, get everything up and flowing and everything. And he's telling the story of why he's doing it, how it's brewed, like just goes into this whole spiel about everything.
Yeah.
So then I order one, and he comes over and just opens it. I'm like, what? He's like, fuck. After going through the whole spiel of everything for my buddy and making the sediment, he just popped the one for me. He's like, here you go.
You're like, here's your shitty beer.
Thank you. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
Here, eat my ass done.
Yeah. What? So let's try to kill time here. What?
Okay.
What is your favorite bar to go into right now? Like, when it comes to craft beer, where do you like to go?
I really like going up to the Tap House in Humboldt. I live over in Tamaqua, so there's not a whole lot of craft beer. I hang loose. They get some stuff in there. But more so I like going to the microbreweries, Revere and Stoker's down in Tamaqua.
Okay. What about you?
I don't know, man. I mean, I like going to Moose in Danville because I'm like a member there, and they get like they've had like 2-3 sixels of neutral that I can't get on tap. So, you know, wow.
You guys are welcome to have more.
Yeah.
Bonus beer.
What is that more?
Cranberry ginger.
Quicker.
But you know, I don't know. The Humboldt Tap House is pretty cool. Sabatini's is awesome for me. I mean, it. You know, you get beer at Sabatini's, you can't get anywhere else around here. You know,
I really like
there.
obviously I'm wearing the shirt. I like Compass Rose. I really like Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Strikers has a nice selection of craft beer. Smoking kills me in there though. That's the only thing that kills me.
I was at Club
blame
54 over the break. I think my lung is still there. Yeah. I mean, it was fucking rough, dude.
Monty City, I really like McNiff's.
Yeah, I mean, anything's better than that Club 54. Jesus, like, I told him...
Mike, I appreciate your business. Happy to deliver to you guys. Thank you much.
Like, I like Mike. I really do. I mean, I know Mike. I've been to Mike's house, but...
The smoking, yeah.
Fuck, man.
And the meth. No, I'm joking.
No, I don't know nothing about anything.
Stop digging on my clients.
I'm joking.
No, Mike's a
no
cool,
one's ever done
Mike's
drugs
a cool
in Cliff
guy,
54.
man, you know?
You did it yourself that time.
I don't know where we're going with this, but it was smoky as shit in there.
Yeah. It's a hookah bar.
Yeah.
I've been to a hookah bar in Lewisburg, man. It's actually pretty cool.
They used to have one in Bloomsburg because it was the Crimson Lion, and they did it based off of their Wilkes-Barre location. I like their Wilkes-Barre location because it's quiet, low key. You know, park anywhere pretty much. Like you can even park in the church parking lot. Oh, that's pro tip, but
Pro tip.
But they also have Mexican Coca-Cola there, too. So, like, that always adds a little bit. Because I always get, like, a dry throat whenever I do hookah. Mm-hmm. So I'll always get, like, a thing of Mexican Coca-Cola and just drink it.
Okay.
Is that a pro tip to go Mexican rather than American Coca-Cola?
Because they use natural sugar, and that's why.
Speaking of Mexicans...
Oh, God.
I actually saw, like, I saw, like... I saw Stone did, like, this... hot chocolate, like Mexican.
Oh, I was just
like,
saying, where are we going with this?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I can't think of the name.
It looked really good. I was like, but I had to buy more than I wanted to try it. You know?
Oh, man.
But it sounded really good.
Is there a beer that's on your radar for the cake stand that you're trying to get?
Not that anything I've been hunting down recently. Mostly, I just got a big order in from Shangy's, like I said, on Monday. I look out for whatever they have pre-orders going on. And just generally, I'll rotate who I do orders from. Craft beer, I get stuff from Ace Beverage. I get stuff from Shangy's. I get stuff from Midstate. I get stuff from Nebulous. So I'll just, 1 month I'll do one. And then by the time I come around to the fourth one coming back again, they'll all have new stuff in. And I'll just see what's new, check out Rate Beer, check out Beer Advocate, see what's high on there. And just go off of that. Because if I haven't had anything, I'm going to definitely make sure that it's something that people are drinking and enjoying.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to be like, oh, that sounds good. You get it.
Keep your neutral guy on tap, though. Keep that guy.
Well, yeah.
On speed dial.
The Surly stuff is good, man.
Yeah, that's the first
Surly,
I've had
man.
that in.
Surly's good.
I messaged some people and I gave them the pictures. I said, "What do you recommend?" And every single person said Surly's. So
Yeah.
I think I may pass on the Bagley's and go at the Surly's.
All right.
Yeah, the Surly stuff is good. I've had it. It's pretty solid.
I really want to try that apple pie ale. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
For me, man, like the toppling Goliath stuff is rocking, man.
Yeah.
I love
Never had it before.
everything
I'd like to try
that's.
I mean, if three of us go in there and get like 2 or 3 6-packs each, or 4-packs each, we're fine. Like that's 2 or 3 shows right there.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm an IPA drinker, but the toppling Goliath stuff was really, really, really good. I mean, that was some of the best stuff that I've had.
Yeah.
I saw like Fatheads did the collab with Three Floyds. So that
Really?
That's wild.
yeah, that looks pretty good.
So actually, when we were out in Indiana, Three Floyds was huge in Indiana, and Fatheads is huge in Ohio. But they're like the two best.
Yeah,
two
like-
top-
Give me a little bit of heavy report.
I think Fatheads is originally maybe from Ohio, but
Here, take
they've
a look
like
at my glass.
branched out into Pittsburgh as well.
Yeah.
Frieza, Golden Frieza.
Very cool.
Oh, I didn't get. I have to get a picture of your glass then.
Golden Frieza with the golden rim. There you go. Dragon
Where's
Ball
that
Super.
from?
That's from Dragon Ball Super. That's from Synth Hop, my buddy Nick O'Hanion. He's a good guy. He sells glassware in small batches. Very good guy. He always
Here, put it down.
He's actually very open to all different ideas. He has like a little group, and people are like, he's like, hey, what can I do to make this glass a lot better? And like, just as the most recent one besides this, he did a collaboration with Hop Killers where they did
Say more than
a
I can.
Whoa.
No, but I got more.
Yeah.
they did a Gengar and a Gyarados, and the Gyarados is done all in like 32-bit,
I
like
want the
Game Boy.
Gengar. Is the Gengar still available?
Gengar, they sold out of it.
Ah, fuck.
And they did a Gengar versus Gyarados class. And so what ended up happening is he goes, hey, just for the members of this group, I want to make a Game Boy version of the Gyarados. And so he even he goes, hey, why don't I make a shiny Gyarados and then I go with a shiny, like a gold Magikarp Teku taster. And so people were going on that. So I actually got mine. We're going to see that very soon then,
Nice.
too. With everything, but he's been hitting it hard. Very nice guy. One of my glasses, I have another Frieza, like it's shooting from the left, the same one, but it's like very similar to this glass, and got fucking mangled in the post office packaging. Like, I mean, it's shattered. And I go, hey man, I'm just letting you know, it blew apart. He goes, don't worry, I'm going to send you one. No questions. He's just like, okay, I'll do that. I'm like, hey man, you are awesome.
Yeah.
And like something like that, the guy is going to be really like upstanding with his guys. So I really hope he goes out of his way to do more glassware. He does a lot of like the 8-bit, 16-bit kind of stuff, and it's very nice.
And that's Synth Hop.
Synth Hop.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you try to tag True Glassware, it comes up True T-shirts. Like they don't have an Instagram.
Yeah, it's a little bit iffy when it comes to that. I don't know, but True Class Glass actually had, if you saw Not Cone High School podcast, that was my glass of the night,
Right.
where it was all the 90s X-Men that we all grew up to love.
That was amazing.
That was a nice one. I'm like, dude, I was like, that's great. I'm like, I'm going to feature on one of our podcasts. We either do Not Cool in High School or Bangin' Beers. And he's like, oh shit, for real? I go,
Yeah, so
we're gonna plug the hell out of
I
you
took
too.
the pictures,
Yeah.
just sent it to him because I couldn't find a way to tag them.
Yeah, I would probably get a hold of him like right off the bat, like get a hold of him directly and just say, hey,
Well,
look,
the pictures
like,
are there, so you could tag him.
Okay,
The X-Men glass pictures are there.
Okay.
I just didn't have a means to tag him. Like
I got
this
you.
one, I have Synthoff on Instagram.
Yeah,
I can tag them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at. You're.
he
We're
only
drinking.
does
You guys are drinking out of the Hershey glass.
I am.
Then we're drinking out of the Rotunda glass that was done for School County Brewfest last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next glass I'll feature besides the Gyarados.
I have
Red
two.
Gyarados,
I have the Rotunda Abomination collaboration glass, and then I have
that's
another.
neat,
I have
yeah.
another Rotunda glass in there as well.
I also like your Grimace glass. That's awesome.
All the old school McDonald's
Yes.
ones. Yeah, we have all those. Heidi just made me get rid of a bunch of glasses, but I'm allowed to keep my brewery ones.
You know, it's funny because when you look at certain glassware and like you're in different groups, there's one person that actually has like a Donald Trump one. It's called Super MAGA Brothers, right? And it's like done Super Mario Brothers 3, and like they have it on Etsy. It's like,
Is it Trump and penance?
It's just Trump doing like the Super Mario 3 pose, and it has like Donald Trump's signature on it. It's all hand painted then too, and like I like certain glassware overall, and I think I might get the one that's like it's like a huge one. I forget how much it is, but I want to get like something different out of all my other glassware because a lot of them are like that flat egg shape, like the tulip.
Right.
I have a whole shelf dedicated to takus, and then I have like the stemless takus. Like, put it this way: once the fucking inspector comes to my house and I'm moved in, and we actually film at my house, we're gonna have a glassware episode, and you can actually pick what glassware you want to drink out of.
Choose your fighter.
So pretty much like, if you see something that's appealing, like I will go out of my way to pull everything out. Like even if it's in the fireman's coming.
I thought that was like an air raid whistle, actually.
World War III just started.
Oh my god.
Boogaloo 2020. Let's get it.
Well, we have beer. Let's ride this World War III out.
Just come to the cake stand. We're going to barricade. It's going to be a good time.
Oh my god, is that the plan?
That's the plan.
So if shit gets real, like zombie apocalypse,
Oh, absolutely.
we just drink ourselves to death.
Not at first. We're going to try to ride it out. But
Oh, I have to get my
if things
zombie
get bleak,
apocalypse 6-pack then. A bottle of Rogue Dead Guy whiskey.
Can we shoot guns in the cake stand?
absolutely.
Like shoot the zombies through the windows and drink beer.
Yes, yeah, I've actually practiced archery in the keg stand. You've seen how long that store is.
Yeah.
So, like, mornings where it's super cold outside, I don't want to go outside and do anything.
Stop listening, Monica.
No, I approved it with her. She's like, I told her, like, hey, do you mind if I do this? She's like, yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Monica is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you have a sawed-off shotgun?
No, I do
Damn
not.
it.
That's most illegal.
Well, if you get the stamp and the right paperwork for it.
Yeah. I don't have any
Not
ATF.
cool in high school next episode. I've got you covered. Are you serious?
What?
No, don't bring that.
Oh, okay.
No, don't.
It's totally legal.
A sawed-off shotgun?
You have to
The
get
one I have.
You have to get the paperwork and the
Right.
stamp for it.
NFA
and two
paperwork.
hours.
I've got all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah?
Can I bring it?
No.
It's totally legal.
No.
I have a Mossberg chainsaw.
A what?
Mossberg chainsaw. It's a pistol grip shotgun that has the overhand, like, chainsaw grip. So you actually... It's a pump action shotgun that you rack like this.
Whoa.
Fire.
That's awesome.
Does it have a chainsaw on it?
Not yet.
So it's not like Gears of War?
Not yet. That's not yet. I like that answer. I love that answer.
I'll
actually.
bring it, but I'll show you off the show.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Take a picture and put it in the chat. He's like, oh, fuck.
And look at Brett. He's just like, oh man, I'm gonna fucking show these guys this shit. You know?
Yeah.
I'm kind of thrilled. The gun of my choice is a Mosser C96.
I always like... There's only one
Han
gun
Solo gun.
There's only
Pistol.
gun I ever really wanted, and it was only because the guy who pretty much was like the first guy who gave me my first job, and he was like really, really cool with me. He was like a member of the family.
Look at that. You got to look at that.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's cool. That is so easy.
He had a pawn shop, and his gun of choice in the pawn shop was the Judge.
Okay.
Yeah, and when he passed away, I was like, "Can I have his Judge?" And they're like, and then stuff happened where other people took it, and then they weren't supposed to have it, so I never got his Judge. But
Womp womp womp.
I always wanted to own it because it shoots like shotgun shells and.
Yeah, it'll do a 410 long Colt, or I'm sorry, 45 long Colt or 410 gauge shotgun shells.
Wow.
In a pistol.
But
Oh, yeah.
Like a
Smith
handgun.
and Wesson came out with a similar one that will also do 45 ACP with moon clips. And who's the only person that can overrule a judge? Governor.
Yeah.
So theirs is called the Governor.
Interesting.
Wordplay. Political play. Wow.
Wait a second. Nearby Beers, Snow Angel.
what I have.
Who has Snow Angel?
Oh, that I like that.
Yeah.
That's
like
pretty
a
cool.
servo super sharp.
Okay, yeah.
So I just hit something
Master key.
on my phone that says Nearby Beers, and Snow Angel's number 2 right underneath Chocolate Snow Porter, but it doesn't show me where I can get it.
Well, that doesn't help a lot.
Yeah, that's lame.
Hey, look what we have that you don't.
It doesn't tell me where I can
Yeah,
get
we
it.
got one beer that is not in production anymore,
Yeah.
and it was phenomenal.
Eat it untapped.
I want to untap things so when someone comes on the show and they drink a beer, It's like you got the Bangin Beers podcast thing, but it probably costs so much money to do that.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know.
Listen, I'm all about putting money into the show, but if I'm going to go out and spend money, I want to put it on equipment.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Obviously, it's like the essentials.
The next thing I want to get like maybe I want to get at least one, but I would like to get two. I want to get two GoPros. So then we do like brewery tours. We can strap two GoPros on two different people and get different angles and stuff. And then obviously the GoPro would pick up the audio as well, and we could use that. And then somebody else like hold this camera and kind of go around and videotape that way as well. So we'll have a different multiple camera angles. So when we do brewery tours, it would look a lot cooler. And then I want to put a GoPro in the car, like two of them, one facing the road and one facing us. So we're doing the show on the way there in the car talking about beers. And then the other one, I would take like a speed lapse video of us like, all right, guys, we're getting really close. We're going to let you go. And then we'll get there later. And then like the separation between us getting there and that would be like the time lapse of us pulling up into the venue.
I like that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
I would like to do stuff like that. So that's my next two purchases. There's something else. Oh, and obviously a new computer so I can actually edit the videos the way I want. But the next computer I want to get super expensive. But I want to get something that's like a gaming PC because it has high memory, high RAM, so I can do video edits and stuff. So that's my next goal.
So we were kind of like hinting or saying about how we
buy T-shirts. You can go into the links below and you can get some cool Bangin Beers podcast T-shirts, stickers, leggings, hats. No hats. I wish it was hats. Hoodies, long sleeves,
and tank tops.
Blankets,
pillows.
Oh, damn it! You stole the pillows off of me.
And wall tapestry. Another thing that's happening pretty soon is this room is going to be transformed with curtains. There's going to be curtains going from that wall to this wall and this wall to this wall.
Instead of seeing gazebos and like ancient oak trees and
this kitchen looks terrible.
Old phone line.
So we're going to make you guys think that we're still not in this kitchen, that we spent a lot of money and got this awesome studio. But we didn't. We just put curtains up. But it's going to look really cool.
You said tapestries, and I can't hear that word without thinking of Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the tapestries.
Yeah. But there's actually a giant like tapestry cloth thing that'll say like Bangin Beers, and that'll hang out like right behind there. It's going to look dope.
That's going to be pretty cool.
I'm excited.
So
a lot of cool stuff.
We were kind of saying about like doing different breweries. Obviously, I want to do an Omnipolo episode because if you ever look at some of their stuff, like what they sell online, they had like a peach pancake lassi gosa, which is like in our powder cans that we've done, and they have like some really wild stouts and like just weird batshit crazy like flavors to their beer. And personally, like I've had a few of their beers. I just want to have a few like all their like the other ones that they've
all their flagships
featured on their website, you know what I mean? And it's just it would just be so cool because it's so like avant-garde overall, like what they would do.
Fancy.
Yeah, we're gonna be like
hard. So we're gonna segue into this last question, and we're gonna wrap it up. So is there any other breweries that you would like to do like a full brewery episode of? I'm looking at you.
I mean, I guess like Neutral because like I really
a full
really
Neutral
like,
episode.
Yeah, I
That'd
really
be cool.
like Neutral a lot. You know, so
my only issue with Neutral is their website is awful.
Yeah.
They post everything on Instagram.
Well, you know,
and
they're
as a beer distributor,
in general, but
trying to go in there and look like,
beer.
hey, what's your flagships? What can I get in?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a link to our Instagram.
I can't really hate because I'm the same way. Like I don't even have a website for any of this stuff because I was like, do I build a website for the podcast? And I was like, no, because no one's going to go to it. Most of the people only look at your Facebook page and your Instagram.
Absolutely. Social media for building podcasts and everything.
Yeah.
Through and through, I agree with you.
Yeah.
A brewery should have a good website.
Yeah. It's a very simple site. We looked at it before and we found out some. I mean, when it comes to information, if you want to go there to visit, it's great for that.
Right.
Yeah. So Neutral for you. What would be yours? What would you like to see?
Oh.
I have
go. You go ahead. And let me think on it.
I still think we're going to do it at Black Diamond Restaurant. That they're going to accommodate for it. I want to do a full Yuengling episode. My goal. It's a long shot. I wish it would happen, but I wish we can do the full episode with someone from Yuengling, whether it be Dick, whether it be one of his daughters. I think that would be cool.
I'll if you don't know anybody, I'll talk to my sales rep and see if I can work anything.
That would be fun. Just to not only just get like the history of like the company, but also try the beers, and they can give us a little more insight on the beers. I think that'd be really fun. So Yingling would be one, just because they're in our backyard. That'd be a good time. My second choice, I would like to do one with either. I'm trying to do ones that I don't think is possible. Like there's a few local ones I think we can definitely do. Like I can't wait to do like an Abomination or a Rotunda or a Tattered Flag. Like I think that are realistic that we can do, because I think they're really personable and that can definitely work out. Flying Dog, I would like to do something with like a Flying Dog.
I'm surprised you didn't say Rusty Rail.
Rusty Rail would be fun too. Yeah, but flying, I'm a big fan of Flying Dog.
If we had to do like, and I'll wait until you guys finish up, because I kind of want to wrap it up with something. I want to say, like, if we're doing our brewery tour, like we do like the brewery tours, like, because we kind of touched up on it quite a bit. And what I would like...
Well, you're going to wrap up with this, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right,
go ahead.
Do you have yours?
Yeah, you did kind of steal mine. I was going to go with Abomination, because I've had all their beers at different brew fests and everything. And I think the main guy, Josh, he's cool as can be.
Oh, super nice guy. Mm-hmm. I sat with him for a while at Brewfest. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, and I hope that somehow I don't have to go to pool playoffs for the Spring Brewfest, but I'm sure I'll be there.
Throw it. Lose a couple games.
I can't let my team down. If it was just me, I'd be like, but I'm not going to dog it my team.
Are you a good pool player? I mean, obviously you're playing in the league.
I'm solid.
Are you? Can you do English and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
holy
awesome!
Fuck.
Awesome.
Can I bring you to a bar and get like fucking blackout and be like, I want to pick a partner, and then like I act like I don't know you?
No, I'm not a
hustler.
Like Woody Harrelson in White Men Can't Jump. Give him the jump.
Who do you want on your team? I want fucking. I'll be all fucking fake drunk.
Give him the jump.
I want to be like, I want Bert Kreischer on my team. I want the machine.
The machine.
Fucking run the table.
If you don't,
man,
if you don't think he looks like the machine, you're crazy.
Yeah, I actually asked somebody that a couple days ago, and they're like, I'm like, dude, I get it all the time.
And you got to play with your shirt off.
Oh yeah.
His new stand-up on Netflix, I've watched like 13 times.
It's been phenomenal. Oh my god!
When he talks about spitting the spitball and hits his dad in the ear, I cry laughing. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Or he's like, hey, big guy, how about some milk? Why the fuck would you do that? It's comedy. Yeah, he's great. Fucking funny dude.
Man.
Did you ever listen to the Joe Rogan podcast where Ari Shaffir fucking drugs him?
No,
he gives him ecstasy and he doesn't know it.
Oh my god!
He's like, I don't know why you do that. That was the fucking worst thing ever. He's like, I thought it'd be funny. He's like, I had to be with my wife and kids. But all right, Ben, what were you gonna wrap it up with?
Okay, well, all right.
I'm glad you saved this for me.
Ben thing, two things.
All right,
so
that's the Ben button. He didn't know.
It was inevitable.
All right. This has been a really good wrap up.
So anyhow,
are you going to close the show too?
Well, yeah, I'll close it. Yeah,
all right,
fuck
cool.
it. Why not? Because the last thing will be like our actual final rate. Adding.
I don't think it changed.
No, it didn't change. All right,
mine changed.
He didn't change. I'm not changing. Are you changing?
No, so
then that's still the winner.
All right, fair enough. So final thing. So I went the reverse with that. But anyhow, we are no. But we were really talking about doing like different like brewery like tours, and if we ever did one like roughly around the State College area, it would be like Otto's, Robin Hood Brewing Company, Rusty Rail would be the very first one, because just the way that the path goes,
Happy Valley's down there.
Yeah, it would work out very well in that sense, and like thinking like even like a Milltown one, because like between Equilibrium and Hudson Valley, that's like a half an hour shot. It's like about 35 minutes or so.
Right.
That'd be pretty nice to do, and I would really, again, like I'm kind of like really liking that idea overall. We might do a dry run for this year. And Tony and I are going to talk about it. We're going to look into it. And then he's going to look at it with Andy Hare about it, because he knows somebody with a bus. So that's going to be maybe a thing. We're just going to do, like, again, a dry run. And then while we're going to these breweries then too, just bring a few beers along that, people may or may not like. Who cares? It's going to be all in fun with the experience. Everyone has a good time with the flagship hosts, and guests, and everyone has a good time. They try out different craft beer. It's a day to go out and everybody has a good time. So that's really going to be my wrap up. We're really looking into it. I'm really looking forward to this year.
Yeah, Andy wants to do a beer tour where he gets a guy with a beer, and then we pick up like 4 or 5 breweries, and then we jump on this bus and then go from brewery to brewery.
And would you be running a podcast there and doing?
We might record just because and this is not like a woe is me thing. I'm not trying to guilt anybody, but when it comes to this, I'm really the only one who knows how to run the board and run the camera. If I had someone else who would be I'll run camera, I would do it. But I think it would be a day where maybe if somebody wants to videotape, it would work.
Even video just would be fine as is. Just experience overall, just getting pictures and stuff. That would be actually
even
nice.
photos would be fine. Photos.
Exactly.
But it would be a day. It would be a day where we just kind of went and hung out. Yeah, I don't know if I would record much of it because it would be something because. If we record, I'm just being honest, I wouldn't drink as much because I want to stay somewhat reliable
Fair
on
enough,
camera.
You don't want to be a clown on camera. Absolutely, yeah.
We could fill in for you.
Yeah. I'll be going back to the edits what the
fuck? we recorded 4 hours. Here's our 20-minute video.
Yeah. But yeah, that's something that we are definitely looking at. Like I said, we have a lot of cool things planned this year. And I honestly think coming back into this and maybe taking the break we did with Bangin' Beers and then reassessing and then adding Jason, adding Andy, adding yourself, and then my dad when he's home. I just think we have you're only as strong as the other member of your team. And I think just the team we've established here on Bangin' Beers is super good. We have a lot of people who are more connected with different breweries. Andy's not, he travels, he goes and does that stuff. We have a really good team. The same thing as we have with Not Colton High School, the same thing we have with Tornado Tag. Everyone has their strengths when it comes to those style of shows. So I'm definitely excited to see how Bangin' Beers takes off this year with a full team around it. Not so much any guest spots anymore, but it's you know what I mean. That's where interviews comes in.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped. I'm excited.
I got some
really thrilled. Yeah,
good ideas for the show.
Yeah, I like.
It's gonna go a little off the rails, but
I like some of your crazy ones, like the malt liquor ones.
Yeah, I want to do a malt liquor episode, a versus, and I want to do
absolutely
a light
I want
beer
to do
episode.
the shittiest beer. Everyone brings the beer they despise
I'm all
the
for
most.
that. 100% all for it. It's just the experience of having a good time.
I want to go
trying
the
all this
opposite
shit.
direction, because everyone knows but I want to do what beer do you hate the most, and then I want everyone to try it.
And listen, and we are completely loyal. We love the Keg Stand, but obviously we want to go to the craft house and get a 6-pack from them and be like, hey, this is from we want to, because for how much we are we're very local oriented.
So much craft beer out there in the world. I would not at all be offended. I couldn't have everything, so please.
There's so
the
much.
one dude from the craft house, his name's Bill. I mean, I know him. We could probably get him on air if you want someone from the craft house. I mean, he's real cool.
Even if we do a short video where someone goes in and just holds the camera while 2 people record, you know what I mean? Yeah. I have a lot of cool stuff. A lot of local bars want us to go to places this year. We've already been invited to 2 or 3 of them. I just got to set up dates.
Maybe even a dry run, we can actually do Lehigh Valley, because you're going to hit Hellertown, which would be Lost Tavern. You have Bond Place. Yeah. And then you also have Separatists. Yes, even though way back when, I liked Soul, turned Separatist, and they did their whole thing.
It is different.
I'll give the opportunity to give them another try one.
And then hopefully our boys at Pillar Rule will have their brewery open soon.
Yeah.
And then we can help them with their a grand opening. So that
definitely
a lot of cool stuff happening, man. So that'll wrap it up. All right, Ben, you wrap it up.
You know what? We are going to wrap it up. I'm Ben Craig. That's Tony Blackwell. That's Brett from the Keg Stand. And it's Jason, our new guy.
He's from the Keg Stand, but he's a member of Bangin' Beers.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, we're just the association.
Yeah, absolutely. And
he's a part of our group.
I'd like to give a real quick shout out to Norm's Dent Repair. He's the lead singer of Bad Maggie. Took care of my vehicle today. Thanks, Norm.
Nice.
And
Norm's not the lead singer.
Tyler. His real first name is Norman.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Since when?
Since he was born.
Why does he go by Tyler?
Since when?
That's his probably his middle name.
Why does he go by Tyler?
That's his middle name. He's actually Norman Tyler.
I know a guy.
My God.
I know. Well, before the guy died from heroin, there was a guy named Thomas Harry Butler. and
Okay.
we called him Harry, but we didn't know his real name was Thomas. And he said, "Oh, my name's Tom." I'm like, get the fuck out.
Tom
Just
is
like
a
you.
way different slap than Norm. Like that's
But still, though.
so. Here's
You
a
used to call him Harry.
fun
What the
fact for
fuck?
Bangin' Beers and Bad Maggie.
Wow, we're extending this like goodbye.
They are the only.
Okay.
They're the only guest to be on 84 shows and have a special collaboration T-shirt made for them, and that
Yes.
only like 5 or 6 people own the Bangin' Beers and Bad Maggie shirt.
yeah.
I being one of them.
I love that band. They're fucking good dudes.
But
I'm gonna
anyhow-
call him Norm forever now.
Oh, dude, when they were initially getting together, me and my buddy Travis, like they had their ideas for band names. We went nuts on Facebook. We
Normal
named them,
Norman.
We named them like 150 different names. One of them was Norman and the Tylers. Because there actually is another Tyler in the band.
There
right?
is. There's 2
Yeah.
Tylers. Yeah. That's a fucking fun band. Good cover band. Hopefully they start doing some originals soon because they're all super talented.
They
Just
are.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Their drummer's all right, but you know,
The drummer's a fucking idiot.
he's like my best friend, so we're allowed to say that.
I love James. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a good guy. He
But
helped me- he helped me run Skookstock. Go ahead.
But anyhow, Ben Craig, Tony Blackwell, Brett from Kegstan, and
Kegstan,
part of
yep.
the, and from the group, and Jason, the new guy,
He would be the new. He's not the new guy anymore. He'd be the new guy.
newest guy, newer guy,
What?
new guy.
I was
He's not
on
that-
before he was.
That is true.
Oh.
That's why I said new guy.
Holy fuck. All right.
Anyway, signing off.
We're out of here.
Take care, guys.
Be good, be safe.